Now, this is where?
This is Crater Lake, Oregon.
Yeah, Crater Lake National Park, Oregon. And watch the video for this. Some of these footage, I look at it and go, man, that does not, that looks
now,
like
it looks like he kind of turned around. He's coming towards the camera now.
Yeah, this looks like squarish shoulders. It doesn't look like a Bigfoot, but you got to see this with all in the footage. We'll have footage.
Square shoulders means it's not Bigfoot?
It means it's like just square it off, not sloping like a gorilla.
But this is kind of blurry. You really can't get a sense of exactly
maybe it's the way some of the pixels bunched up. I don't know, but it just doesn't.
The arm is huge.
Oh, you know what? Also has stuff. You can look at where there's something going through the middle of the head.
Is he wearing something on his head?
So maybe there is something blocking some of the shoulder. Yeah, I think they're on his right shoulder. There's something blocking the area, so you can't tell, blocking some of the blackness that you see.
I almost see a belly button.
But we were talking about doing expeditions and reality being different from the fantasy of how you build up in your mind how something would look. Just for example, when the Bigfoot bounty crew the two girls went to Bluff Creek in California to see the original Patterson-Gimlin film site, and it didn't look anything like what you see in the video.
Well, it had been a lot of years, had passed.
Yeah.
So things change.
Well, so you're saying it's understandable that
it's certainly understandable.
But nonetheless, the fact remains that it didn't look like what people had built up in their mind of how it would look. When people want to see an area, they just base it on the photograph they see, and when they get there, they say, well, it doesn't look like what I had seen.
I always seem to have that problem with the hotels I rent.
Okay, explain.
Well, haven't you in the past? They show these beautiful
pictures.
Okay, yeah. And then you show up and you go, this is nothing like what your photos look like.
Yeah. They pose the camera.
Characters.
Yeah, exactly. The characters there, and they pose the camera so you can see a pool from it that looks much bigger and mountains in the distance. You get to go, really? This is real?
This is what I'm in for? Come on.
So same thing with the expeditions to different places like Indonesia. And like I said before, the grass is always greener type of thing. When you get to Indonesia, well, I was saying, why not just do an expedition in the United States for Bigfoot?
Right.
And the reason was, because there's a lot of photos of Bigfoot. Why not get something that would make you stand out, get some photo of an orang pendek in Indonesia?
Hey, the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of photos of Bigfoot, but who has actually captured Bigfoot?
Okay, well that's the next step. That's fair enough. You have an expedition to capture
Bigfoot. I mean, come on, isn't that what $10 million bounty was?
Do we
all about?
know? Okay, but do we know someone that already hasn't captured Bigfoot?
We don't know.
Okay, maybe. I mean, there are people in the industry that know more than other people. That's possible. Yeah. So I mean, there are people that have a little more information than other people regarding the status of its capture. Maybe someone's already captured it. We don't know. We can't say. We'll talk about this in the next episode.